Hey, this is Momotaro, and welcome to my channel. Sorry if I kept y'all waiting. I am very sorry. I didn't mean to actually keep everybody waiting for at least this long. I know it's been abrupt with me stopping uploading and everything. And if you're new to the channel, I don't usually do this whenever it happens, but when life happens and such, I can't help but actually be offline for a little while. Unfortunately, circumstances always change as per usual. There's always something going on with me. You never know what, but there's always something going on with me. And as a content creator, I'm not too big or too too well known in the internet, and I preferably like that, believe it or not. But this isn't about just me at this point, but I do want to make at least this video for everybody to know that I'm alright. I'm not doing bad myself. I am, you know, trying to be human and trying to be, what I should be as a, contributing citizen of society. But as I was saying, I just hope that you guys didn't mind when I stopped uploading. I know that I stopped. It hasn't been well. But I am back. I'm trying to at least upload a video or two. Please excuse me if this entire thing is all scuffed. I personally don't want to keep on making videos that are scuffed and all that such, quite frankly. And I still am trying to see how I can make, you know, an avatar for myself because I don't like showing my face or any part of my current circumstances. It just isn't right. It ain't the right time for that right now. But I do want to get to the topic at hand, and that topic at hand is me with the future of this channel. So, what do I have plans for in this channel? I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of great things coming this way. For the channel in specific, I don't know what I want to make of it yet. I don't have any semblance of a clue. There's always a oversaturation in the internet as of late, be it comedy, be it, animation, be it a whole lot of other stuff outright. You have your reaction channels, you have your other channels that upload gameplay. You have your shorts channels, you have your clips, you name it. But I have been deeply thinking while I was also trying to work on a lot of stuff. um you know it is what it is. It happens. Life happens. It takes you away from the fold, and you end up returning back to it at some point in time. And as it is very unusual that I stop uploading. If I stop uploading, it's more of a death sentence for my channel. But as I was saying, I just really had to basically stop uploading because it was not. It, for one, I was trying to keep up on a schedule. Then I gave up on it because I had so much going on. Because I recently adopted a puppy, and it's a lot. There was so much going on in these past few months alone, let alone me coming back and such. But as as the usual, I'm gonna try to like upload stuff here and there. You may hear some commentary out of me. You might see some gameplay out of me. Um, a lot of stuff has changed. I personally am trying to make sure that I've done better with my things. I know that it hasn't been the most promising, and it hasn't shown like, oh, he's not uploading, so that means he must have died or something, or he gave up on his career. No, I haven't. It's just that I haven't had time to put into basically what I would consider a hobby. I know that I haven't invested too much into my hobby yet. Granted, this is what I see it as, just that, a hobby. Um, you know, I really do want to like do some deep dives, do some rabbit holes, do some commentary, a little bit of everything, you know. I really do want to like do a lot of stuff. I really want to like even stream. Unfortunately, as I said, I don't got the capability for it, but I just hope you guys actually stick around. I really do want to, you know, make content, start being a creator and such. Like literally everybody and their parents are trying to be a creator. However, I feel like everybody does it for the wrong reasons. I you know that meme. You do your things with your intentions. I do mine with my own intentions, or so on and so forth. You know that meme of like, uh, you have primo gems for your waifus. I have my primo gems for my weapons. We are not the same, or something along those lines. I don't know, but off that off of that, um, where was I going with this? Oh right, I basically want to make this channel into an everything's channel. Well, I'm not sure how hopeful it could be. You never know, and I am pretty decently young. You just never know. I basically want to make sure that I have an audience that can stick with me. Hopefully, I have that kind of tone and appeal to people. You know, I really just want to make sure people like me. Uh, but that aside, I know there's one thing that I am trying to at least commit to, and that is at l- not just my relationship with this whole thing of being a creator, but also in real life. If you know, you know, of course. But keeping my personal life aside, I want to make sure that I can always, and I mean always, have like something going on. I'm not sure in what terms of a schedule I'll be doing all this in, but I at least want to upload at least once a week, so that way y'all would know. And for all those skeptics that are like, "Oh, he ain't gonna make it far," and so on and so forth, you're right. I won't, but it's worth a try. At least I'm trying. Not like some other people who are like, "Oh, I want to do content creation, but I can't because it's not you know it's not accessible to me." That you're just giving yourself an excuse. I personally believe that if you give yourself enough time, you give yourself enough money, and you give yourself enough credit and confidence to actually pull off content creation, you can basically get off with it. Really, like it really isn't that hard. I'm pretty sure if you stick your guns and basically just stick it out, try to make sure that you are consistent and everything, you can basically make it pretty far. But until then, there's not much that you can do in terms of you know people, because the algorithm, not just people but also the algorithm, is just gonna suck regardless, especially if you don't have the right stuff, if you aren't willing to like take a bit of criticism here and there. Understandable, but at the same time, YouTube is slowly starting to become Twitter, and we don't want that, not for us at least. But as it stands, I I really want to be a content creator, not just for the right reasons, but also just because I've really been dying to actually make content, and I haven't had that in forever. And I've been trying to desperately. It's pretty tough out here, guys. It's pretty tough. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you try living off of just scraps. You try living off of scraps and everything. It will definitely kill a person if not done properly. But as I said, that aside, I am glad I'm back. I am hoping, for the love of God, that I can actually do something consistently, because I am my I am the only one on here that's gonna be doing videos, gonna be doing editing, gonna put them out, tags, you name it. Isn't everything that I need to do? I'm doing it by myself. I and it's pretty tough. And I would ask for help. I would, but at the same time, I'm not. I don't like asking for help. It's you ever have that you ever have that feeling of like, oh, I really want, I know I should ask for help, but I don't want to. And that's your pride speaking. That's me right now as everything goes. Like, I know I should get help with all this, but quite frankly, I feel like I can handle this on my own. And while in some circumstances I am right in some regard, not not entirely. Am I gonna be smart with my decisions? And that's just my consequences to bear, unfortunately. Just like everybody else, they make a choice, they make a decision that they chose for themselves, and if they feel like they can handle it and it turns out they can't, that was them expecting way too much out of themselves. And I feel like this is some piece of advice that some people forget to like put up in their wall and be like, maybe I am overachieving a bit much and I'm expecting too much out of myself. It's the kind of thing where it's not easy. It's never easy to just expect the mountain out of yourself when all you can produce is just a small anthill. And quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with it. You have to start out somewhere. And me, I am starting somewhere, and I feel like me just doing this as a starter, I feel like this could possibly work. And if people say otherwise, well, I can't stop them. I can't stop them from having their own opinions. And to be fair, it's a fact. Like, everybody is going to have their opinions, everybody's going to have their, I don't know, ideals, philosophies. They're all going to have a semblance of those, and you can't stop them because that's the way that they've been taught, that's the way that they think, and quite frankly, that's what they believe. Nobody is going to ever have a solid stance on what they believe is right or wrong. Uh, Society has its own right and wrongs, its do's and do nots. And it is unfortunate that some of those do's and do nots fall under, like, oh, we can do this despite it being illegal, and so on and so forth. It is a shame. Not to say it doesn't happen, but it is a shame that it does happen regardless. On the other hand, though, I feel like everybody who is making a choice and they want to take control of their life, I feel like they're all trying to cling on to something that makes them, well, them. There are people out in this world that do not have a purpose. Those who basically cling on to life without knowing what they seek, but they're seeking it out anyways. And that kind of knowledge could be both detrimental and beneficial. And unfortunately, for me, I it turns out for me that case is that um I've been trying to seek out an answer. I've been trying to seek out a solution, not just for myself, not just for what I have, but also trying to see what I can handle. Currently, as it stands, I have a lot on my plate, but I am human after all, and I am trying to do what I can for whatever I see fit. Anybody else would do the same if they were in my position, but not everybody's gonna be built equally and be given the equal opportunities. It's unfortunate that the world is unfair, but it just happens. You have to play by the unfair rules and make sure that you become unfair afterwards and throw it back at their face. Make sure that they know that they're also just as much as scum that they done to you. Like, you know, quite frankly, though, That's lost on some people, on others not so much. Quite frankly, I just feel like the way the boat's been rocking, it's been a little too much rocking uh for my own good. But with that being said, I just hope that y'all can stick it out with me and support me. I just hope that I can get the amount of support that I wish to have from you know you amazing people out there, you amazing few. And yeah, I think this will be the end of my chatter, at least for a little while, until I can get on a good schedule. Aside from that, I just hope that everything can go well in this, because it is wild how a lot of stuff happens within like months, and it just feels like it only happened a day ago. Time flies, and I feel like everybody just overlooks that because they all think, oh, we have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. Our time comes when death decides to come for us. And it is unfortunate, very unfortunate. But we all have limited time, and that's what makes this place beautiful. The way that everything dies and then life comes back in, it's just a wonderful place. It's just a shame that we can't stay with our loved ones forever. But with that being said, I want to give y'all a silver lining before I go, and that is that yeah, death may take something from you. Death may, be cruel, but fate fate could be more cruel. Death is not the only thing that matters in this life. Life is life is a myriad of good and beautiful things out there that just nobody has bothered to look at. Maybe you could look into your closet, find a shirt that you haven't worn in a while, and that you secretly have been trying to, look for and haven't found it. And you found beauty in that shirt or some other thing. You never know. You'll find beauty in the places that you may never expect it. But with that being said, I just hope people can at least recognize that if you spend too much time on the internet, you're going to be galvanized into somebody that you are not. Somebody that would be just a shell of what you once were. And I just want y'all to know that regardless if you think you're alone or if you're not, we're all brought here alone. Every single person has been brought into this world by themselves. But it's only been for a few years until we get a consciousness, and then we get to know each other, and then we get to, sit down and talk. That's when the pretty memories come in. Life is beautiful, life is sweet, and in the instances that it's not, it's trying to make you tougher, trying to make you better for when you have to face something that you are not ready for. You are stronger than you believe, and quite frankly, I feel like everybody in their own right is stronger than they think, and it's never desperate. It's never, it's never really shown or even talked about because everybody just thinks, oh, the right thing is gonna get handed to me. It's not. It never is. You have to work hard for it. Nothing in this life is given. It's always earned. You have to work hard, but that doesn't mean your boss has to be the one that benefits off of it. You yourself could benefit off of it. But with that silver lining, I think this will be the end of my rant. I hope that I haven't dragged this out for too long. I hope y'all like that I talk about stuff like this, and I hope that I get a good following. I hope that I can at least keep on, yapping away, be it informational wise or be it something that it's not even useful, probably mundane. But regardless, I'm here and I'm here to stay. So subscribe, press the like button, leave a comment, and tell me how your day's been. Not everybody's gonna have that luxury today or tomorrow, but at least you got now. See you in the next one.